So with Chapter 4 of Fortnite, we have this brand new feature in the game called Reality Augments. Now, augments in Fortnite act like perks. So if you've ever played a game like Overwatch or Apex or Valorant before, essentially it's a special ability. Now you don't get to choose what these special abilities are, they're completely random, and you get them periodically throughout a match. So if you want to find out when your next augment is, all you have to do is open up your inventory, and then there's a tab at the top here and it'll tell you what button on how to get to the side, or you can click it if you play on computer. Now, if I stay alive for another minute in this game, I'll get offered an augment. Essentially, they'll give me two to pick from. From those two augments, I can choose which one I prefer based on what abilities I like more, and then that augment will be applied to me. Essentially, it's a perk. It's going to allow me to play the game at a higher level, and it's going to allow me to have either better loot or better mechanics in the game, or even better luck, like opening chests and getting a high chance of getting splashes from it. You can change these random two augments. So they offer you a standard set of two, but if you don't like either of those two augments, you can pay to refresh it or to have it randomized again. It costs typically 100 gold for this to happen, and in a second we'll check whether or not that price gets higher the longer I'm alive. Pretty sure there's someone right under me here. Yep, they're right on this corner. Ooh, they had a lot of health there. They had a gold SMG. Damn. Oh, epic chests are still in the game. That's nice to know. I'm just going to get to height before we do this, because then I can explain how the augments work while we're healing. So right now on my screen, it says under my map that I'm ready. So I'm ready to apply my augment. All I have to do is press what that button is. I do need to change that keybind for myself. So right now I have an option of two different ones. I have demolition, munitions. Essentially, when I destroy objects in the game, it will have a chance of dropping explosives. This doesn't work if I shoot someone's builds. There's also splash medic. This means when I open chests, there's going to be a high chance of me getting splashes from them. I'm going to choose the medic one because I feel like that suits me better. But if I didn't want to get that, I could re-roll it. There's a re-roll button at the bottom and it could refresh them. This, however, does start costing after a certain amount, so you want to be attentive of how much gold you have. Do note, there are 22 of these, and I'm going to be going over what those 22 are at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around for the entire video. And there's a couple of them that actually aren't in competitive playlists, and I'll also be mentioning those at the end. So right now, if I go into my inventory and I look at my augments, it's going to be another minute and 5 seconds until I can have another active augment. I'm positive that you can have a total of 4 per match. So after doing that fight, I'm able to get my new augment in the game. So I press the augment button. I can either weapons using medium ammo have a chance to not consume ammo. So this means I'll have a high chance of being able to spray people and not have to worry about ammo running out. And this counts for assault rifles and DMRs. Or supercharged vehicles you're inside do not consume fuel and have increased health. For this one, I'm going to choose the rifle recycle one because I don't really drive vehicles all the time in matches. So I have 2 more of these that I'm able to unlock before the end of this match. Now, I had a feeling that Fortnite was going to have this type of feature for a while, that they're going to have augments or perks or whatever for a while, more so abilities, because I felt like that's the direction that it was leaning towards for Zero Build. It was something I always discuss on stream, and when talking about what Fortnite could add in order to revolutionize Zero Build or to make Zero Build a bit more of a competitive playlist, especially compared to games like Apex Legends and stuff, it was definitely that. The next step for Zero Build was giving characters abilities. This necessarily doesn't need to be an OP thing, but more so in the future, I expect this to evolve and change more so that it tailors towards players. So it's a more of a thing like, I'm getting this perk so I can help res our teammates quicker, or I'm getting this perk so I can play more offensive and defend our team quicker. And each teammate's going to have a different perk and play a different role when it comes to competitive. I think Zero Build has a lot of room for improvement when it comes to that type of thing. Right now, I have the option of getting my third augment. So I'm going to open up the menu and see what it has. So pistol mount. Pistol have increased magazine size. This will be great for a pistol only challenge. Or bush warrior. You regenerate health and shield particles while hiding inside of a bush. I'm going to hit a reroll here just to show you what that does. So I have a free reroll. So I can do another reroll for 100 gold. Bloodhound. Hit enemies with marksman rifle or bow shots and they're marked for a brief duration, or when I destroy objects, they have a chance of dropping explosives. I don't actually have a marksman rifle or a bow, so I am going to reroll this one for 100 gold. And we have the pistol amp one again and the bush warrior one again. I kind of got scammed that second time around. So here we have one that says mechanical archer. Receive explosives and a shockwave bow. So I'm doing that perk. Both of those items dropped out of my perk. And now I have the option of carrying these around. I am going to carry around the shockwave bow because I do like that. And now it's a little bit of an extra benefit for myself. Right now I have the chance of getting another perk. So I'm going to quickly open that. And I have the bush one. And I actually do need shield and stuff. So I'm going to push back towards this bush area here. And now when I sit inside of this bush, I will be gaining health. Now these are all the abilities that you can unlock. So you have a more parkour one. Your energy regenerates briefly after mantling or hurdling. You have first assault. The first bullet in a magazine of your assault rifle deals bonus damage. A really good one. You have rifle recycle. Weapons using medium ammo have a chance to not consume ammo. We looked at that one before in game. Bloodhound. Enemies hit with your marksman rifle or bow shots are marked for a brief duration. Jelly Anger. I actually really like this one. Receive a fishing rod. You can use it to fish anywhere, but you can only fish up jellyfish. Now this might seem like a bad one, but jellyfish were only bad in the past because you'd find 2 jellyfish and you wouldn't find any more. Jellyfish act exactly the same as splashes. So if you can get this perk, then you can basically get infinite splashes from water. We have Chug Gunner here, the one that's under my webcam. Receive a Chug Cannon. That's a really good perk, kind of OP. Splash Medic, you have a chance of finding chug splashes in every container you open. I really like this one. I've had that one also today. Demolitions Munitions, a bit of a tongue twister this one. Objects you destroy have a chance of dropping explosive, excludes player built structures. Bow Specialist, bows draw and reload faster and you regenerate arrows over time. Bush Warrior, you regenerate health and shield particles while inside large foliage. Supercharged, vehicles you're inside of do not consume fuel and have increased health. This one is not in competitive. None of the current perks that buff vehicles are in competitive play at the moment. Every single other perk is. Aerialist, gain the ability to redeploy your glider. Light Fingers, weapons using light ammo reload faster. Mechanical Archer, receive explosive and shockwave bow. This is a really good one. Rush Reload, sprinting will slowly reload your equipped shotgun. So this means that if you shoot someone enough and your gun runs out, the minute you sprint, you'll start reloading. So you can have that movement and also not worry about your gun being empty. Amped Pistol, pistols have a greatly increased magazine size. Soaring Spirits, jump much higher with lower gravity while sprinting. Storm Mark, when the storm changes, ping the area to highlight enemies nearby for a short duration. This one's really overpowered. If you ping the area when the storm changes, you'll be able to see people through walls. Basically wall hack. Party Time, gain balloons over time. This is a bit of a fun one. To be honest, it's going to be fun to see creators use a fair few of these. Tactical Armory grants you a rare tactical assault rifle and a combat shotgun. So the combat shotgun is in the game as well as the tactical assault rifle. Forecast, you can always see the next storm circle. This one's a really good one if you're playing tournaments and such, considering this is in competitive play. Just being able to rotate early. And this is what I was talking about before, how having certain teammates aligned to certain abilities. So having someone doing this forecast one so they can know where the next circle is, and then you could have someone do one where they can see people through walls. You can have someone do one where they're the healer for the team. This is where competitive play for Zero Build is going to be really good, because people are going to have tactics for using these perks and who's going to have these perks assigned to them. And the last one here, Tricked Out. Enter a car or truck, applies chonkers and cow catchers to it. This one's kind of OP. This one is also not in competitive play at the moment. Yeah, there's a lot of abilities here that you can use and that you can gain in matches at the moment for Fortnite, and I think it's a good update to the game. I'm excited to see what the next set of these is going to look like. This is the first set, this is the first 22 of these we have. I assume by the time Chapter 4 Season 2 rolls out, or halfway through the season, we're going to get another set of these perks. I'm sure some of them will rotate out rather than just having like hundreds of them just keep building. But yeah, I enjoy it, and that's how you use it, and that's how it works. Thank you for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Use code ONY in the Fortnite item store or when buying the Battle Pass, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Goodbye.